Wake up. It's Saturday.
You're a dog, you.
Hi. Wake up. CocoaButterHoney here. If you are new here, understand the only way that you can be approved to my company is once you subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, then you're just a watcher, a stalker. And guess what? You're gonna be done and tired, and you're gonna be right back to check up on me. Okay, first of all, I am on a journey to healing my nervous system. So I want to talk about the 10 things that I have done so far. Okay, the 10 things that I've done so far that are actually helping me heal my nervous system a little bit. Because when I'm not good and I'm stressed out, or I'm worried, or I'm not really hopeful in my body, you know what I mean? I tend to flare up. So my face tends to have all these things going on. My eyes are puffy. I'm not sleeping enough. Well, I've been sleeping enough, and I want to tell you the things that I've been healing my nervous system, especially knowing that I am basically like a month away from my birthday. I'm actually excited to turn 29. I think it's the last year in my 20s. It's the very last year in my 20s. As much as I'm very angry of the time that I've lost, especially caring what other people think and having to babysit other people's egos and emotions. I think that's what pisses me off a little bit, and it pushes me off the edge. But now that I'm like, okay, no, I want to live my life for me now. Everybody else's excuses can just go somewhere. They can just go take a seat somewhere. I really couldn't care less. I just want to tell you guys, everything that I'm doing that is actually slowly but surely healing my nervous system. My sleep is better. I'm dreaming more. I wake up earlier. In the space, I was just, oh yeah, whatever. Now I'm just like, no, it's not whatever. It's your life and you've got to live it. So here are the 10 things that are healing my nervous system right before my birthday. Eventually I went back to my notes and just decided to speed write down everything that I've done so far to actually repair my nervous system. I've been researching everything that has to do with the woman's body and the autonomy and everything, and we're very different. And when you are surrounded by people who want to stress you out, who don't want you to sleep because they don't want you to have it, okay, you need to remove yourself from that. And that's where I'm at. I'm about to be 29, and I actually want to live a happy, fulfilling life, right? I don't want to be surrounded by people that think my life is a game. I am not a puppet, I'm not a doll, and you need to learn how to control your own things. So, number one, removing myself from the humblers, people who like to humble others. Usually people who like to humble others, they have nothing going on for themselves. And that is the truth. They have nothing going for themselves. They don't have confidence in themselves. They don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to think about themselves. They're constantly thinking about other people. I want to remove myself from people who constantly want to humble others. Those are the most unhappiest people, the most less progressive people, because they can't sit with themselves for 5 seconds and evaluate themselves. I don't want to be around people that think, oh my God, I'm better than you in every way and I'm better than everybody else, and I don't have skeletons in my closet. So you know what? I'm going to make you feel like nothing. I remove myself from that. Okay? I don't have time for people who are in this one-sided competition with me. I couldn't care less about you at this point. So I remove myself from the humblers, people who like to humble others, and they choose who they want to humble, because you see that they would never do that to certain other people, because why? They are intimidated. Watch that. If you are that girl, okay, people will definitely target you. They will with their mouth, they will with their words, and I want you to shut it down. Shut it down, sweetheart. Don't say no, don't laugh. Don't haha kiki. There's nothing funny. Hold on. There's nothing funny, okay? So what I first did was remove myself from the humbless, right? You don't deserve my presence. You don't deserve my peace. You don't deserve my money. You don't deserve my ideas. You don't deserve any of that, right? The reason why it actually helps when you remove yourself from humbless, write down this list. Write down this list, it shows. The second thing I do is drink ginger tea, right? I love ginger. It has very healing properties. You need to drink your warm ginger tea. It's such a great way to detox yourself from all these toxins. It's great for inflammatory. So I love drinking my ginger tea. I like to keep up with it maybe twice a week, once a week. Not too much of the sugar, because I love sugar. But the more I'm having sugar, the more that my face is sort of like reacting to the sugar that I'm having, because my tea is filled like with 3, maybe 4 or 5 spoons of sugar. The third thing I do is dancing alone in my room. Okay, this is a great energy booster, no judgment, and you get to do whatever moves you want to do. Okay, I do it. I dance. I definitely dance. I love dancing in my room. I love putting on my headphones, acting like I'm performing for my teddies, my babies over there, and I dance. And I love having a little track list of my favorite songs, my favorite pick-me-up songs. Although I don't want to listen to music a lot, but I do want to listen to music that actually puts a pep in my step, makes me feel good, you know? So anything that has really good affirmations in it, I'm that girl, baddie vibes. So I listen to a lot of artists that have that energy where they're actually manifesting in their songs. I think if you're dancing and you're in your body, and you can put on like your sports bra. I put on my sports bra, I put on my little tank top. I do that thing where I fold my shirt in here, and I do that body roll. I do it. Yes, that makes me feel sexy. And as soon as I start sweating, and then I start doing squats, I start dipping down to the squats. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I get up and I go, ooh, damn, my back. Oh, what? The next thing I do is I return negativity back to sender and I multiply it. I've been seeing on my For You page people say, oh, when someone wishes me hell, I send them with love. I send it back with love. No. You don't know people's hearts. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know how they truly feel about you. So you sitting there going, oh, I hope everything works out in your life, so you stop sending me negativity. It's not going to work. A lot of people have been negative their whole life. From primary, through high school, through college, if they went to or not, through the workplace, they've been negative their whole life. Because why? They've never been checked. They've never experienced the negativity that they keep sending out. So they say, oh, nothing happens to me. I don't believe in karma, so I'm going to keep being this evil individual. And once you send that back to them and you multiply it and you return to sender and you multiply it, they are going to feel, they're going to sit in it. Things will go unwell the way they wanted unwell things to go in your life. Things will not go well in their life, right? That will give them time to focus on themselves. Can you see that? So you're actually helping them. Number 5, I leave the controllers alone. Okay, I don't like people wanting to have a say in what I do, what I don't do. If you want to control my life and then you don't have a life and you don't have a handle on your life, there is a huge problem. A lot of people want to control. A lot of people want to tell other people what to do with their life. Okay? And I'm not accepting that. I'm not your Barbie doll. I'm not your puppet. You need to find a way to fix your things, fix your life. Get ahead with your life, make progress in your life. Stop sitting there brainstorming on what I should do and what I shouldn't do. It shouldn't be your business. A lot of people like to make other people a project. They think they're lab testers. They think they're in the lab cooking up, okay, I'm gonna cook up this thing and this person's gonna, let's see how this person's gonna react. No, you are not a lab rat. You are a human being. So you're not gonna let people control who you are, what you do with your life. Those are usually people that have no control over their own lives. They have no control over their own lives. So why would you let someone control your life if they don't have a handle on their own? Stop that. Stop that. Okay? You need to stop taking advice, directions from people that you would not swap places with if God was like, whose body do you pick? Which one? Which one do you want to be? Which body do you want to step in? And then you're looking at this person, you're like, no, not you, not ever. Okay? Leave the controllers alone. Let those people buy a PlayStation for themselves and then try and control a game because they think everybody's life is a game except their own. They don't want to look at their lives because you know what? What's hard? Self-improvement. Self-improvement is hard. Asking for help is hard. Saying where you made a mistake is hard. Seeing where you need to improve is hard. You don't wanna you wanna always think that you're right about everything. Okay? So don't be around people that wanna control your life like it's a game. You're not a game. This is not PS5. This is not the Wii. Okay? If someone cannot help you in whatever things that you need, tell them to. I'm hearing this and I wanna hear this. Devil Wears Prada 2 is coming. I'm so excited. Oh, the light. Number 6, sleeping more. Sleeping more. Let me tell you this. When you're around people that want you to stress out, they're going to take away your sleep. Whether through the loud nonsense that they're playing in the background, the whole damn day, the whole damn night. Okay? You need your sleep. Whether they're stressing you out, telling you, oh, you should be this, you should be that. No. You need your sleep. You need your rest. The same way they're getting their rest, you also deserve to have rest. Stay away from people that want to control your sleep, that want to tell you, no, you don't need 8 hours. No. You don't need to take a nap if you're tired. No. Have you seen people when they're tired? When they're deprived of sleep, they're not doing well mentally. They're all over the place. They're confused. So what you need to do, okay, you need to go to your room, shut your door, and sleep. Take a nap, sleep, and do not feel guilty about it. One thing that I'm doing is sleeping more. I think back in the day, I used to stay awake and be awake and stress out, right? Because I felt like I needed to carry everybody's burdens. No. You're not going to hand me your burdens to carry. You're going to carry that yourself. And then you're going to act like you're better than me? No. Okay, sleep more. Have no guilt for doing it, especially when you're getting older. As a woman, you're getting older, you need your rest. You need it. Your nervous system will thank you for taking that nap, for taking that 2-hour nap in the afternoon. It's exactly what we did in nursery school. We would always sleep. We'd always take a nap after we eat, take a nap after we start drawing, take a nap after we play outside, and it actually worked for us. That's why in high school it was so stressful because we had to go through the whole day. The whole day, even though we were tired, we still had to be awake for the next subject, awake for the next period. And that really messed with all of us. It messed with all of our moods. A lot of us were starting fights. A lot of us were getting into fights. And then you're on your period at that time. It's even worse. So sleep. Don't feel guilty about it. You are allowed to sleep as a woman. Stop dealing with people that don't want you to rest. I've removed myself from people that don't want me to rest. They always want me to be on and on and on and on. No. While they're just one note, one sound, one band, you are allowed to rest. So take your rest as a woman. You're growing. Your body will thank you and you need it. Sitting in silence. When you sit in silence, you can hear your thoughts. When there's constant noise and sound and blah, 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 in the background, you cannot do it. Sitting in silence, even if it's for an hour in the day, can help you. Whether you're walking outside, whether you're breathing the fresh air, walking in one spot, since you're a woman in South Africa, sit in silence. Please sit in silence. It will actually help you gather your thoughts. I don't want that lunchbox showing in the back. Hold on. I moved the lunchbox. It's empty. I like to put my popcorn in there and just eat and just chill out. Sometimes sitting in silence can actually help you gather your thoughts. So sit in silence when you can. I think that's something that I love doing now, is sitting in silence and actually being like, Number 8, accepting people are not like you. I know you think differently. I know you have a big heart. I know you wouldn't do certain things that other people would do. You need to accept that. You need to accept that. Stop. How can I say? Seeing potential in others. Okay, the same way they wouldn't see that potential in you. You need to accept the way people are. And once you accept the way people are, then you're gonna be more of yourself. When you accept that, oh, you're not someone that will actually go after your dreams. I'm someone that would. You'll stop trying to encourage everybody who's clearly not going after what they want for themselves, and you'll let them sit, relish in it, marinate in whatever they want to marinate in. And guess what? If they take 100 years to figure it out, they're gonna have to take 100 years to figure it out. But you as a human being, me as a human being, I'm learning and accepting that people are not gonna be like me. If I'm saying, hey, I wanna do these goals, hey, I want this for myself, hey, I want that for myself, and then people are like, I want that for yourself. Some people are comfortable where they're at. Some people are comfortable being miserable. Some people are comfortable not changing or growing or challenging themselves. Let them be that. There's no point in you putting in a good word, encouraging, doing everything you can. You can be nice. You can do everything. But if someone wants to sit in that, let them sit in that. Let them sit in it because they don't want to change. Okay? So what I'm doing now is I'm accepting that people are who they are, and I'm accepting that I am who I am. I am who I am. And praise be to God. Nikki, okay, you know that part. Number 9, oh my gosh. Oh, it's a new thingy, so I don't even know how long this is. Number 9, this is also linked to number 8. When you accept people for who they are, you're also allowing them to sit in their shadow side. Some people, they like to hand over their consequences. They don't want to experience bad things in order to learn and grow. So what they'll do is they'll find someone that is doing their own thing, is focused on themselves, and they go, you can handle my consequences. You hold on to them. What you're not going to do is take it. That goes in with what I said when you return to sender, right? Stop letting people speak on your life. Cut that out. Too many people are focused on everybody else except themselves because it's hard. Guys, it's hard to do a self-evaluation on yourself. It's difficult to sit and say, oh, I've been telling other people this and that, but who am I? Am I that stand-up person? Because that would mean you'd have to humble yourself now. You'd have to look at yourself and go, I'm not perfect though. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And that is difficult for a lot of people. So what you need to do is allow others to sit in their shadow. Allow other people to sit in their consequences. If they are not good people, stop trying to save them. Stop trying to convince everybody, oh, this is a good person. No. They must stand up and say, no, I'm a good person, and this is why I'm a good person. Stop allowing people to attach their bad light to you because they don't want to handle it. Because they feel as though they don't deserve anything that they send out. They don't deserve the negativity that they send out to others. A lot of people think that way. It goes hand in hand with accepting people for who they are, right? And not trying to see their potential, see them, oh, you should be like this because, come on, I see more for you. No, sometimes people don't see more for themselves, which goes into the controlling part. They're constantly covering up ways, covering up their own selves, and then constantly trying to control you. What you doing? No. Allow others to sit in their shadow. You do not need to carry anyone's burdens, carry anyone's consequences for their actions. If people don't want to learn, grow up, and change, that's on them. They'll probably figure out in their 80s, their 90s, maybe when they're 100 years old. But it's not for you to now carry them through life. And now I'm going to hit to my last one. And my last one is my favorite. Daily cord cutting. So many people will attach themselves to you, you don't even know it. So many people will attach themselves to you. Or emotionally, physically. There's so many people would rather ignore themselves and then look at someone else who's doing something for themselves and then go, okay, no. I'm supposed to be doing that. No. It's me. No. That's my idea. Stop allowing people to attach themselves to you. You need to do a daily cord cutting. You'll be so surprised at how many people want to ignore themselves. You'd be so surprised at how many people want to ignore themselves, and you know how they ignore themselves? They'll try and humble you. Okay? When someone tries to humble you, it means that they're trying to make you feel as though you don't deserve to change. You don't deserve what you've worked hard for. You don't deserve what you've been through and the good things that are coming to you because you've taken the bad things, you've learned from it, and you're moving on. So you need to stop. It goes hand in hand with the returning to sender and multiplying it and giving it back with interest. I know people would say, oh my gosh, you cannot fight fire with fire, but that is not what I believe. A lot of people have been bullies their whole life. Literally, their whole life they've been bullies. They've never gone checked in their life. And you'll be so surprised. They've never been checked by anyone. So what you need to do is you need to do them a favor. Next time they think of you, they know the consequences of that. And then they will stop thinking of you. And then they'll start looking for someone else to think of. And then that person now will probably watch this video and go, that's a good idea. I need to bind my name. I need to bind my presence. I need to bind who I am. Every time someone speaks negatively of me, it happens to them with the quickest Godspeed. So now, they stop thinking, they stop speaking, they stop putting my name in their mouth, and they stop. What is that thing where they do? It's almost as if like they're designing your life. And those are the people that are usually scared of their own life. I've noticed. They're terrified of their own life. Because they know that they haven't been moving easy, they've been moving difficult. Then when you move difficult, you make things difficult for yourself. And you have to face those consequences, and you don't want to face those consequences. So what are you going to do? You're going to try and attach yourself. That's where the cord cutting comes in. You're going to try and attach yourself to someone else who's actually actively changing, actively moving. And you're going to say, oh no, that's me. That's all me. That's all me. No. The same way they're doing that whole thing in the church. I rebuke. That's a negative spirit. Do it. Right? Yeah, I don't go to church, but I see it like on my timeline, and like, yeah, like, about to turn a different age. I don't want people who have like, how do I explain it without like, I don't want people who are like have this leak in their destiny, and they have this leakage in their life because they've like had spewed so much negativity towards other people that it's like now coming back to them, and now they're living in what they wanted for others. I don't want to attach myself to people like that. Like, people need to sit with themselves and go, okay, well, okay, I'm not a stand-up person myself. Maybe I should take steps to change. Maybe I should actually listen to other people and change. I do not want to attach myself to people like that anymore. I don't want to help them anymore. I don't want to be a part of whatever. I don't want to be a shield. Because that's what you're ultimately being. You're being a shield for someone else's consequences. Someone else that's supposed to experience that. Now you're like, no, I got you. I shield you with my good energy, with my ever-changing self. Oh, with my optimism. Ha, ha. You don't want to do that. Okay, a lot of people, they like to attach themselves to people that like to progress in life. And if you're progressing and they're not progressing because they're so stuck in their shadow, they're comfortable being in their shadow, you do not want to take their consequences. You don't want to take half of their consequences. You don't even want to take all of it. Because guess what? They're going to give you some of it. You're surrounded by them. You're sitting around them. You can already see that things aren't adding up. And you're sitting there, shield you from all the negativity that you're supposed to experience, so that you don't do that again, so that you don't think like that again. A lot of people are losing money. Their nervous system is literally upside down. They're not sleeping well. They're not doing well. And then they wonder, like, what? I'm so optimistic. I'm like ready to change. What's happening? It's the people you're surrounding yourself with. It's the people you're surrounding yourself with. People that want to sit in their negativity. You need to get away from that. People who want to sit in their negativity. They don't want to change. They want to be the same person their whole life. And then whoever's going good, whoever's changing, whoever's receiving, whoever's actually learning from the mistakes, oh, you take my karma. I'm done sitting around people that don't want me to be relaxed. I'm done sitting around people that don't want me to be happy, that don't want me to have anything. I'm not going to sit around you. I'm not going to, I don't care about your excuses. I'm not going to sit around you. I don't want people that don't like to clap for others around me. And once I sniff that out, once I see that you are that type of person, don't even speak to me. Don't even talk to me, because I'm not going to talk to you. You have wasted so much of your life trying to just make other people uplift and build and raise you up so I can stand on mountains. No. No. People need to learn now or deal with it for the rest of their life. And if they don't want to deal with it the rest of their life, they need to make the effort to change. I'm sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired. When they say the empaths on TikTok, they are taking their power back. They are in their villain era. No more giving people the benefit of the doubt. No more carrying people's burdens, taking people's shots, taking people's hits. Because they want you to feel as low as them. They don't want you to shine. They don't want you to be confident. No more, honey. You leave them where they at. And maybe people, their speed will find them, right? Because obviously negative people sit around negative people. And then they just have this whole negative crew. We're the negative crew. And then all they do is humble you. I'm gonna humble you. While their life is not together. It's not pretty. Stay away from that. As a woman, you don't need to carry that, especially if you want better for yourself. If you want more for yourself, you don't need to be with those people. They don't need your presence. Your energy, your light. You're not a shield. You are that girl. Thank you for watching. This is something to watch Sunday. I'm gonna go wash the dishes now. I'll see you. Bye. Is it pausing? Hold on. Before I go, before I let go. And then, you know, one thing that I can't stand is that people that don't want the best for you, they want to be around you. And it's like, I don't want that. I'm sorry. You need to accept that I don't want that. I've already seen that you don't want the best for me, and I don't want anything to do with you. I don't. It's not about being toxic. It's not about the toxic positivity that people talk about. It's about actually being like, actually, even though things are not going well in my life, I actually want more for myself. I still want better for myself. Regardless, I still want to live a full life. Regardless if you feel like I deserve it or not, I'm still going to live a full life and I'm going to do what I want to do. What you need to do, right, is buy a PlayStation. Go and buy a PlayStation for yourself. And then control a game or something. And just sit there and control a game all day. Since you don't want to self-evaluate, you don't want to look at yourself. And once you leave people in their shadows, you actually get to see, oh, if this person was better than everyone, why aren't they getting better than everyone? If this person thought that they were superior and they deserve everything, why aren't they getting everything? When you leave people alone and you leave them in their shadow, you get to see why they're comfortable staying there. And it's not for you to be this gorgeous woman saving them, saving the day, shielding them from their negativity. No, no, no. You let them have it. You let them have it. And that's what I'm learning, and that's what's repairing my nervous system slowly but surely. Not living for others. Okay, I'm 29 years old. I'm literally about to be 29 years old. I'm already there. I don't need someone telling me what to do as if I have all these responsibilities. No, no, no. I'm not going to get 11 jobs just so that you don't call me lazy while you not doing much. But here we are. That's all. I'll see you. Bye.